We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run with Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
At the 22-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught at the end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
The score, Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wilson. That's complete. Okuebunam.
I'm the best in the game.
Way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Albert O. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Drake on the carry. Jerome Baker in on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
18-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Aldrich Rosas.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. And this will be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Murray again, this is straight. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stopped stopped immediately there.
Number 30.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, 14. Boot, watch the boot. Slam. Clear. Check. Hey, alert. Jump.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Big Check. No.
Play action. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Wilson. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 28. Cardinals, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. Now increase here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
10-10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On 1st and goal, Drake. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Operating from the gun, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Cardinals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Arizona.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Switch.
They'll run with Drake. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
15 yards. But it brings up 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
It's a turnover on down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Gain of 6.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. The guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play. The offense has had its moments, too. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the run, this is Hunt. 5 yards yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Cut. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Now he's flushed and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wilson wants to throw it. Going up top. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now Wilson on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.